Now, if you're sitting around waiting on God or the universe or Mother Nature to provide you with a perfect person in your life, a twin flame, a soulmate, whatever this thing is that you're waiting for that's supposed to just appear in front of you, well, you're actually setting yourself up to become a narcissist snack. And I don't want you to become a narcissist snack. I want you to learn how to develop real, true, deep connections with people. Let's talk about this dangerous territory of waiting for the perfect person. My name is Kevin, and this is The Royal We. Before I continue, I want to let you know that I'm here for your support. Down in the description box, you'll find access for one-on-one appointments. In addition to that, I have a few spots left open for my 5-week program where I walk hand in hand with you every day for 5 weeks, taking you from a place of pain and confusion into healing, loving yourself, and moving beyond. If that sounds interesting to you, check the link down below. Now, we're talking about this idea, and I would say it's a crazy idea, that there is a perfect person for you, a twin flame, a soulmate, that God, Mother Nature, whoever in the sky you tend to look to is going to drop right in front of your face, and it's just going to appear, and you're holding out, and you're waiting on that. Where does this idea even come from? Well, I get it, especially in the Christian communities. They look at stories like Adam and Eve. Well, God made Eve for Adam or Adam for Eve or whatever. Two perfect beings made perfectly for each other. Yeah, but that doesn't count. I mean, that was by default because there were no other options in that ancient story. It's not like Adam was able to look around and say, I choose that one. No, Eve didn't have any options either. I like that one. Oh, I like that one. Listen, there were no Plenty of Fish back in that story. Isn't Plenty of Fish a dating site, by the way? Anyways, we live in the world of and the land of plenty of fish, which means you're not going to have some perfect person just taken out of one of your ribs and provided for you. No, you have to learn how to take the responsibility that you've been given to choose, using your wisdom, your discernment, and your knowledge, choose out of all the plenty of fish, which means, yeah, you got to put some work in. Another thing to think of is, how would you even know if God provided a person for you? A lot of people think, well, I'll just know. I'll just know. When it's the person, I will know. I'll look into their eyes and they'll be so green or so blue that only God can provide that, right? Wrong. Listen, all that means is that at some form in your life, you created some kind of attraction to blue or green eyes. That's all that means. Maybe some romance novel, maybe a TV show, maybe a movie. It doesn't matter, but that says nothing about the person. A complete psychopath can have green or blue eyes. So that is not a good indication that God provided this person for you. And some people might say, okay, but Kevin, I don't look at the physical attributes. I don't care. They can be they can be darn near ugly. I don't care. I look at the spiritual. I want to know, are they a praying person? Okay, well, look, just because they get down on their hands and knees, crying and bawling their eyes out with their hands folded, saying, oh, please, God, hear my prayer. Won't you hear my prayer? Listen, a lot of people can do that stuff. Again, psychopaths, sociopaths, narcissists. And I know that many of you have come across these people. They are fantastic in front of the seats of the church on their hands and knees, tears and all. But it says nothing about the person that they are. How many of you are aware of that by now? Wow. Well, there goes your ideas of what you thought God or the universe or Mother Nature was going to put into your life. You thought it was there. So you have to understand that even if God were to provide somebody for you, you wouldn't even know what that even looks like. And you got to get past this idea of, no, I'll just know because our spirits will rattle. No, they won't. We've got to stop trying to apply those old ancient principles into our lives as far as, you know, the Adam and Eve and there's a rib out there that you're missing. That's not the way it is. Instead, you need to understand that God has given you the ability. God has gifted you with wisdom and discernment that you need to use. Instead of looking at it as God will give you a person, how about God will give you the ability to choose a person? But this takes work on your behalf. You can't eliminate the responsibility that you have in this life. And a lot of times you have to be careful of that. You're saying, I don't know how to pick a person. I don't want the responsibility of picking a good person. I don't want the work. And maybe you don't know what the work is in finding a good person for your life. And that's fair enough. That's honest. Call me. Let's talk about it. We'll work it out with you, because it starts with knowing yourself. It starts with loving yourself. It starts with valuing yourself. And then from that place, you can start to observe the world around you, the people around you, the men around you, the women around you, and you can start to place people in your social circles. You can be right here. You're safe. I like you. You, way the heck over there, dude. You are creeping me the heck out, right? So we don't like to do that. And instead, we just say, oh, I'll ho-hum it, and God will make sure that the perfect person's there. You're taking responsibility out of it, and I get it, because there's fear in responsibility. But at the end of the day, you have that responsibility. You can't get rid of it. And this is why you may be allowing narcissists into your life, is because of this idea that you're not taking the responsibility. You're believing and trusting and hoping that these new people that come into your life was somehow selected by God. And then that's not really fair, because then it doesn't work out, because you never got to know them, and then you're mad at God. Then you're mad at the universe, and you're mad at Mother Nature, and you're mad at everybody else, and it's like, woe is me, because I keep waiting for the perfect person, and they never show up. All that shows up are fakers and actors and actresses and people who want something from me. Well, no kidding. Because you did not take the responsibility part of that slow dance, if you will, dancing with somebody. Not just looking into their eyes, not just watching them pray, but slow dancing with them for a long time. So what is the way then to find this partner? You have to be able to develop tests. But you can't develop tests until you know who you are, right? But what do these tests look like? Let's look at the Bible. I'll make another Bible reference for you. The story of Abraham's son, Isaac. They wanted to find a wife for Isaac. How many of you know this story? As the story goes, journeymen went out to find Isaac a wife, and they prayed about a test. All right, how are we going to find a wife? There's all kinds of plenty of fish out there. There's all kinds of beautiful women, but we need one to be the wife of Isaac. Okay, here's the deal. Here's the test. The one that takes care of us as strangers in their land, that's the one. And so sure enough, as the story goes, they get close. There's all kinds of women there. They're out grab-assing, playing in the flower, lily fields, whatever. I don't know. But one woman, one girl there sees the men coming and sees that they've been traveling and says, I'm going to take care of them. I want to give them water. They look thirsty. And she approaches them and says, can I give you water? Can I give you something to drink? Not only you, but all your animals. I don't know how far you've come. Let me take care of you. Are you okay? They all said, that's our girl. That's the one. That is the heart that needs to be with Isaac, right? I'm not telling you to go out there and make sure that some dude gives you and your flock of camels and sheep or whatever you're walking with water. That's not what this is about. What it is about is knowing yourself and your needs well enough to develop a test in your own life, because you've got to test for people. Love is a challenge. Finding that love and that connection that's going to be the partner by your life, by your side, all your life, is a challenge that requires tests to even get started. It's got to go deeper than the color of their eyes, the way they pray, whatever. It's got to be deeper, and you've got to have tests that resonate with your life. Can you do that? Listen, some of you are saying this is too hard. Listen, again, that's why I'm here, all right? And so once again, I'm going to put it out there. I'm available for one-on-one appointments down in the description box. You can schedule some time with me. I do have a 5-week program where I walk with you every day. What's the purpose of walking with you every day, by the way? For those of you who want to know, what's this 5-week program all about? Honestly, it's about you falling in love with yourself and being able to discover yourself and your needs so that you can look past the narcissists in this world that just want to use you because you assign such a value to your life, right? And that you learn then how to observe the things that you need in others. If that sounds good, check out the link down below. I'll be here for you. Follow me on Instagram at Join the Royal We, and on TikTok for way shorter versions of these videos. You can find me on TikTok at the Royal We Official, and I will be here with more videos for you. And I encourage you to watch this video right now, right here. If you're curious to know more about relationships and avoiding narcissists in your relationships, watch this one. Watch this one, and I'll be back with more videos right here for you.